topic which is closely related to our day-to-day life activities. Okay, so come with me, let's learn together. Yes? So before getting into the topic directly, let's start from the basics. So what do you mean by elastic material? Hope most of you know, but we'll have a better understanding in this session. Okay, so what is the very first thing that comes into your mind when you hear the term elastic? A rubber band, right? Yes. So what is mean by elastic? See, I have a rubber band and now I am going to stretch this rubber band. So how will you stretch? By applying a force, right? See, I have stretched. Now the shape and size of the rubber band changes, right? And when I leave it, or else when I remove the force, it comes back to its original position, right? And this property is called as elasticity, and this material is said to be elastic material. That is, when the force is removed, it comes back to its original position. That is what is called as elastic. Clear? Yes. And the force that I applied in order to change its size and shape is called the deforming force. Deforming is nothing but to change or alter. Okay, so I am altering the shape and size through a force, and hence it is called deforming force. Clear? So a term which is closely related to elastic material is nothing but plastic material. Okay, so what do you mean by plastic? It is quite same. Okay, I am applying a force so that it changes its size and shape. But when I remove this deforming force, what happens is it doesn't come back to its original state, that is original shape or size. That is nothing but called as plastic bodies, and the property is called as plasticity. Okay, clear? So let's think few examples which are related to elastic and plastic materials. So elastic materials, you can think of a rubber band. Generally rubber, okay, then metals, this all come under elastic, whereas plastic you can think of a glass. Okay, so when I apply force, it may change its size and shape, but it cannot regain its size or shape. Yes, now we'll discuss some important terms which are related to this concept, which is stress and strain. I'm sure that you would have come across these two words, right? So tell me in general, what do you mean by stress or strain? See, I'm in a normal condition, right? So something, when it is affecting me externally, I call it as stress, alright? Yes, the same applies to materials. When a force is acting per unit area, you call it as stress. So what do you mean by strain? See, that force is affecting some object that causes a change in object, right? Maybe change in position or size or shape, whatever it is. So how much is the change or the degree of change is nothing but strain. Clear? Yes. So stress is denoted by the symbol sigma, which is equal to F by A, which is force per unit area, right? So force is measured in Newton and area in meter square. So its unit is Newton per meter square. And for strain, it is denoted by epsilon, which is equal to change in size to the original size, right? So change in size, you will represent it as delta L divided by original size is L. Okay, so clear? Yes. Now we'll get into today's topic, which is Hooke's law. Hooke's law states that within elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to strain produced. We'll understand this concept using his experimental setup. Okay, so this is how his experimental setup looked like. So he used a wire to explain his concept, which is of length L and area A. Okay, so he started his experiment by adding a weight to the other end of wire, and he found that there is a change in length when he added a weight, and he just noted the length of the wire now. Then he continued his experiment with second weight, third weight, fourth weight, so on, and found that there was an increase in length of the wire when weight was added. From this, he concluded that stress is directly proportional to strain. That is, how much of force he is giving, based on that, the length of the wire is increasing. That is, there is a change in length of wire, right? So that is how he said it as stress is directly proportional to strain. Now he plotted a graph against stress and strain with stress at y-axis and strain at x-axis, and he found that he obtained a straight line, which proves that whenever there is an increase in stress, that is the weight is increased, he found that there is an increase in length of the wire. Okay, from this he concluded that stress is directly proportional to strain. Now try to compare the concept with the law I told you before, so you'll have a better understanding. Okay, but still there is a term within elastic limit, right? So what do you mean by that? I'll tell you with the example of a rubber band. See, I have a rubber band and I'm applying a force. Okay, so it changes its shape and size, and when I leave it, it comes back to its original shape and size, right? This continues up to an extent, after which when I apply more force, it either loses its shape or size or it breaks, right? So Hooke's law is valid only till that point, okay, where stress is directly proportional to strain. So this point up to which a body regains its shape or size when the deforming force is removed is called as elastic limit. Now clear? Yes. Now we'll understand the concept in a better way using a graph which is called as stress strain profile curve. Okay. Now you look at the graph, you can find that when the stress is increased by a little amount, you can find the equivalent increase in strain. Alright. So you obtain a straight line until a point A. So the point A is called as limit of proportionality because only until that stress is directly proportional to strain. So only until that point Hooke's law is valid. Okay, so from point A to B, if you see, stress is increased much greater. Okay, so that time stress is not directly proportional to strain. Okay, thus Hooke's law is not valid anymore, but if you remove the deforming force, it will come back to its original shape and size, thus proving that it is still elastic. Okay, only until the point B. So the point B is called the elastic limit, beyond which the material is no more elastic. Clear? Now look at the region B and C. You can find that when you increase the stress, your strain also will increase. Finally, your material will lose its elastic property. That is, it cannot regain its original shape or size. Beyond the point C, if you see, when you increase the stress further, your strain would increase rapidly, finally reaching to point D. Okay. So beyond D, what happens is your strain increases much higher even when the stress is removed or reduced, or you can say when the load is removed. Okay, so that point beyond D is called the breaking stress, and the point is called the fracture point where it breaks. Okay, or else that point is called the tensile strength of the material. So the region BCDE represents the plastic property of the material. Clear? So I hope you are clear with what is Hooke's law and through the graph the plastic and elastic behavior of a material. Yes. So I think I was able to convey my concepts clearly to you. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the support given. Keep supporting. So thank you. Bye.